Okay, we're going to start with a dynamic warm-up, and dynamic warm-ups are really important because they help with mobility and your neuromuscular system. So a lot of times we work out and we don't necessarily know why. So the way I work out as a competitive triathlete, I always work on neuromuscular drills before I start my workouts so that I can actually prime my muscle, get my muscles warm, get my ligaments knowing what I'm doing, and also tell my brain when you start moving, the brain either perceives it as a threat, it tightens up and it might cause some pain signals, or if you've done it before, it's not a threat anymore. So you move with ease. And oftentimes patients say to me that are kind of going through rehab, when am I ever going to feel normal again to work out? You no longer have fear of movement. So some of these movements today that we're going to go through, these kind of primal movements, might cause you to feel a little uncomfortable and a little out of your comfort zone, because we are going to finish with balance and coordination drills, which is something that you haven't done since you were a little kid. So the whole idea of you got to crawl before you can walk, same concept here. So some of these moves might be a little difficult for you today. So if they are, I want you to roll it back and be comfortable in your own movements, because I don't want you to feel that fight or flight response. If you start feeling tight or if you start feeling uncomfortable, roll it back. However, this is my workout. This is my ass kicking. So if you can keep up with me, awesome. If you can't, don't be down on yourself. Just do it anyway. Do best you can. And let's get started. It's already 9:02. This is 30 minutes. I'm calling it functional HIIT, primal fit. So we're including some primal movements into this whole experience. Grab your jump rope. Grab some, if you have a kettlebell, if you got some hand weights, and you're gonna need a band, okay? So I use a loop band. They come in all different sizes, weights. Right now I'm just gonna be using a red band, okay? All right, so here we go. We're gonna start with a dynamic warm up. I don't know if you can hear the music. If you can't, crank your own tunes, dance, have a good time, do whatever. Just enjoy yourself today, okay? We're gonna start with a dynamic warm up, starting with the head. We're gonna work on neck rolls, okay? So this is what we used to do in dance class because it would prime the chest and the neck. I'm gonna do some rotations, one direction, and then the other direction. If you feel crunching, you hear popping, just a little warm up, get things moving, get some blood flow. Okay, second thing is chin tucks. Chin tucks are where you bring your chin backwards. So you're doing what we call a nod, all right? This is gonna counterbalance the text neck, all right? So just some chin tucks here. Now, if you have a little bit more mobility in your neck, we're gonna do some king tuts, side to side. We're sliding that neck, the skull, on the upper portion of the neck, all right? And we're gonna do some rotations if you can. So we all know how to go forward, but how many of us know how to go backwards? All right, let's try the other direction. Great. All right, so our neck is primed. This is what I call the towel ring out. Arms out like a T. One arm is gonna internally rotate and the other is gonna externally rotate. So we're gonna work on this trunk mobility. So we just worked on the cervical spine of the neck. Now we're working on the thoracic spine, which is the mid-back. It's responsible for rotation of the trunk. So for those of you that might play tennis, or those of you that might play golf, unilateral rotation drills, these are gonna help prime this. It's also gonna work your diaphragm, and your diaphragm, as you know, is super important for breathing. So for those of you that don't breathe when you work out, this is gonna help massage the diaphragm. Okay, so this next one is just gonna be a rotation down. We're gonna drop the head, roll the neck out. We're gonna go into a plank, walk the plank out, walk the plank back 5 times. So starting now, head down, roll down. Feel it in those hamstrings. If you need to keep your knees bent, keep your knees bent. Drop your belly and ride it back. And slowly come up. Start from the pelvis, roll up, the neck. Here we go, 4 more. Roll it down. Walk the plank. Drop the hips and roll it back up. Let's see if we can speed that up just a little bit. So head down, roll the back out, walk it out, drop the hips, come back up. One more. Great. All right, I'm gonna turn my mat around. We're gonna get onto all fours. Gonna work on quadruped drills. And this is what I mean by crawl before you can walk. All right, here we go. Quadruped cat-cow. So from this position, we wanna maintain as if you had something balancing on your back from your head down to your tailbone. You're gonna tuck the tailbone under, starting from here, rolling upward until we get this mid-thoracic spine up to the ceiling. Tuck the head from here. Starting from the pelvis again, drop it under and lift up, looking up to the ceiling. Rolling from here, tucking under, using your core, sucking it up, dropping it down. Good, we got 3 more. Fluid movement. Nothing stationary, nothing stuck. Roll it under, up. Good. This next one is what I call the tail wag. Keep a neutral spine, and all we're gonna do is wag the tail like a cute puppy. Okay, look back. See if you can look back to your tush. Great. Okay. All right, we're gonna come up into a plank. We're gonna drive that leg forward and we're gonna twist it. So from a plank position, from here you gotta really keep your core tight, keep your buns tight. Take that one leg, bring it up outside of the one arm, take your trunk, twist it up and reach up to the ceiling. If you can follow with rotation of the head, great. If you don't have rotation there yet, it will come. Hold it here. Bring it down. We're gonna drive that other leg up. Same thing. Okay? We're gonna do 5 of these. We're gonna make it a little quicker. Here we go. Rotation up.
Here's what I found.
So this is my workout. I take myself through this twice a week. Remember, neuromuscular drills are gonna prime you for keeping yourself mobile and injury-free. Okay, last thing is a squat with a twist. So any of you that take yoga classes, this is gonna be important for you. Squatting helps to promote the pelvic floor mobility, strength, stability in your core. It's also gonna work full mobility of the hips and the knees. So from this position, see if you can drop back and sit. If you can only get to here, that's fine, but we want those heels down. So one hand comes down on the inside of this knee. You're gonna rotate that trunk, open up the heart, and let's do a rotation here. We're gonna work on each side and just in movement, in flow. We're not holding any stationary stretches. Great. Okay. All right, last thing we're gonna do is open up the heels and the ankles. This is really important, especially if we're gonna be doing a lot of jump ropes. So in this squat position, we're gonna lean this knee over the toe and feel it in the soleus. And what we could do is work on rotation, one direction and the next direction. If your knee can't handle it, stay in a 90-degree position. Just see if you can move through the ankle. I've been dealing with some soleus issues the last few days, so I'm really focused on getting mobility. That's called dorsiflexion, bringing your toes to your nose. It's an important function. It helps to give you propulsion when you're running, when you're walking. Okay. All right, so we've got from top down. We're gonna start our functional movement. We're gonna start with jump rope. So an AMRAP, all right? So as many reps as possible. This is gonna be a 20-minute boom fest. Sweat, grab your towel, make sure you have water if you feel like you're really hot. Roll. 2 minutes on straight jump rope. If you can't jump rope, jump in place. If you can't jump in place, do jumping jacks. Knees up, butt kickers, dance. Do whatever you have to do. Just keep moving for 2 minutes, all right? Here we go. All right, game on. 2 minutes. Here we go. And for those of you that might be CrossFitters out there, you want to throw in some double unders, be my guest. All right, 20 seconds in. I posted this last week or a few weeks ago on my TikTok channel. Jumping rope for 15 minutes is equivalent to burning 300 calories. Pretty good, right? It's also equivalent to running an 8-minute mile, which is something that I haven't been able to do in like a million years. No triathlons this season, so trying to keep myself fit and to keep the quarantine 19 off my body. All right, that's 1 minute in. We got a minute to go. So I was thinking the other day that sometimes jumping rope could be super tedious. So naturally, this is something that I do when I'm training long distance or endurance. And I think to myself, what kind of mantra could I use to help get me through this, right? So movements, you get stuck and you might not feel so great. So right now, my mantra is, I'm just gonna bounce through life. Bounce through life. You wanna jump, you wanna bound, do your thing. But you got this. All right, we're good, 2 minutes. Okay, grab, remember, hammer curl, hammer time. All right, press it up, good. The heavier it is, the more you need to counterbalance with your arm and with your trunk, making sure everything stays stable. Okay, 3, press it up, good. Controlled, okay, 4, good, 5. Great, now I'm gonna place it down. Big leap. Other side. Here we go. Press it up. Now you might notice that one side feels easier, one side might feel weaker. That's totally normal. If you are dominant one side, you might have more stability and control on one side. If you're dexterous, you might have more coordination on one side. That's totally normal. That's a neurological pattern that you've developed since you were a kid. All right, place it down. Here we go, jump it over. All right, people, we got 50 seconds. Come on, like, make these good. Make sure you're breathing. Push, good. If you need to counterbalance with the other hand, do it. If you need a little bend in the leg to get it up, do it. Just make sure nothing hurts, that you're doing everything in alignment, and all is good. All right, here we go. Good. I think that was 4. I don't know. I'm making you do one more. Good. All right, drop it down. Jump it over. Woo. All right, here we go. Left side, or whatever side you're on. Hammer curl. I always want to say hammer time. That reminded me once during the middle of an Ironman, half Ironman, I was doing, some really cool people outside their homes put music on, and it motivates the hell out of you when you're feeling like you got nothing left to give. And we played that in the morning before we went out for our race, And all of a sudden, I hear hammer time. It made it so much easier for me to run. I felt really good. All right, take a rest. Grab the jump rope. Here we go. 2 minutes on the jump rope. Remember, if you can't jump, you can't jump rope. And if you screw up, just like life, keep jumping. All right, here we go. So if you're home, and if no one's around, or screw it, even if people are around, I want you to think about a mantra. Think about something that you can say to yourself right now. If this sucks, and you're burning, and you're sweating, and you don't like that feeling, I want you to shout it out. I am power. I am strong. I am filled with greatness. I love being healthy. What works for you? Might sound corny, but you know what? What you think about, you bring about. You want to have a good day? You make it happen. You want to have a shitty day? You make that happen too. So, what you gonna do today? I'm already happy. I can't see those people flipping around on the phone right now. I can only see me jumping rope, having a good time, and forcing myself to talk through it, which is not something I do because I typically kick my own ass in silence. And you're helping me out today. Keep motivated. All right, we got 20 seconds. Make sure you are breathing. Make sure you are jumping. Make sure you are moving. This is that high intensity. Get that heart rate up. If you wear a watch, hopefully you turned it on. I forgot, which means this whole workout really doesn't count. Seriously. Good. We're gonna work on tricep extensions. Okay, arms up. Keep those, you wanna keep those arms right next to your ears if you can. All right? This is important too. Zip it up. Keep your abs tight. If you gotta bend your knees to keep you more stable, do it. So arms up. We're gonna work on tricep extensions, okay? You are going for a total of 10. Once you're done with the 10, we're adding in our primal movement of a crab walk. So you're doing 10 of those, dropping down, coming into this kind of upside down tabletop, and you're gonna work on crab walking, forward and back, okay? This takes coordination. It takes skill. If you can't move one leg opposite the other, remember, we don't walk like this, right? We walk opposite. This is what being bipedal means. Upright on two limbs, opposite arm to opposite leg. That's how you walk, that's how you're gonna crawl. All right, so here we go. Grab your weights. Let me set the timer. 2 minutes, as many reps as possible. I hope your music is cranked. Mine is really low because I wanted to make sure that you heard me. All right, here we go. So, go, we're going for 10 of these. 4, 5, zip up that abdomen. 7, 8, good. 9, drop your weights, drop the floor. Here we go. Tabletop. Get your butt up. You gotta use that butt in order to move. Right? Back it up. Good. Forward. You tired yet? We're only a minute in. And back it up. If that butt sinks, get it up. Tabletop. Good. By me moving means I'm not getting bit by mosquitoes. Yay me. Grab these, let's go. 10. Good, 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, zip it, zip it. You want to keep your lower limbs stable so your trunk is stable, so that your shoulders are stable. Work those triceps. Good, drop them down. Get on that ground, tabletop. Crab walk, butt up. Here we go. Woo. I keep dipping. Good. We got 20 seconds, people. Come on. Good. Grab them. Let's go. I don't know. Siri's saying all sorts of things to me. I don't quite know what she's saying. Okay. Here we go. Excellent. 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Good. Whew. You know what's next? Jump rope time. Whew. Do you hate me? No, you don't hate me. Okay. All right. Let's go. All right, what was that mantra that you used before? Change it up. Here we go. How about I'm having a great time? Even if you're not. You can convince yourself when things are shitty, right? You don't have to stay in a space that sucks in your head. Change it. Change your thoughts. Enjoy. Even through this craziness, right? Making lemonades out of lemons. Throw in some tequila. Maybe grab a lime. Got yourself a margarita. Not too much salt. It'll make you swell. At least me anyway. Although, as an athlete, if you do tend to sweat a lot of salt, you do need to supplement. Another thing that most athletes need, or those of you that just work out on a regular basis, is magnesium. Magnesium is really important, particularly magnesium glycinate. It actually helps to keep the muscles from contracting too much, causing spasms. And also taking Epsom salt baths. Epsom salt bath is magnesium sulfate. That's really good. It helps to relax muscle tissue. So if you have a hard workout, you get a lot of DOMS, delayed onset muscle soreness, you definitely want to get into a bath. Whew. Rain's coming off. 5 seconds. Good, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. All right, here we go. You're gonna grab a heavier weight, or you're gonna grab your small dumbbells. We're gonna do some sumo squats. We're gonna do 10 of them. If you wanna stay flat on the ground, you can. If you wanna challenge your balance, you can do it on a pillow. I brought my Bosu ball out here, which I usually do it on to challenge myself. However, I'm gonna forego that for now, okay? So, I'm gonna go with my heavier weight. I'm gonna come out into a wider squat, and I'm gonna come down into a sumo squat and pull it up, okay? We're going for 10 of these. So after we do 10, we're going into what's known as a duck walk. Right, here's our primal component. Our hips are nice and lubricated and mobile. Our ankles and our knees are as well. So you're gonna come down into a squat, and you're gonna walk in your squat, okay? If you wanna make it harder, bring your arms up, okay? You're gonna walk forward, you're gonna walk back. If you feel like you don't have balance here, you can place your arms on the ground, making it more like a monkey, and that's fine too, okay? So let's go, we're doing 2 minutes. Remember, as many reps as possible. Okay, so here we go. Wide stance. You wanna stick the butt out, sit straight down. You want as much of a flat back as possible. Okay, you don't want a butt wink. Flat back, push it up. When you're standing, I want you to push that weight through your heels, I want you to feel it up the posterior chain. What does that mean? That means from the heels to the calves, to the hamstrings, to the peaches. All right, here we go. Got just 3 more. Okay, 2, great, 1. I'm gonna drop this down. We're gonna work on our walk. Squat all the way down just like we did for the sumo, legs out wide. We're gonna work on walking forward. Woo! See? Life is all about that. Out of balance. Good, bring it back. Woo! Okay, good. Grab your weight. Sumo squats, here we go, 10. Good, we got 40 seconds on the clock. How many you got for me? Remember, controlled, fluid movement, knees, hips, tush, everything working together. 30 seconds. Okay, 1 more. Great. All right, let's go. Arms up. Woo, I feel like one of those fancy dances. Good. Let's work it. Great, we're bringing it back. Woo. These aren't easy. Feel it in my hips. All right, here we go. 3 seconds. How many got? 2, 3. Awesome. You know what's next. I do hope you're breathing like I am. All right, here we go. 2 minutes on the rope. Do your thing. What you got for me? You wanna jump? You wanna have a dance party for 2 minutes? Go for it. All right. Make sure you're breathing. Your breath is your friend. So, our bodies have a nervous system called the autonomic nervous system, and it's what controls a few actions. One is called fight or flight. And fight or flight is pretty much what we're all in during this pandemic, because we don't know what's coming down the pike. For all we know, there could be an alien invasion next, whatever. If so, bring it. Fight, flight. Do you have a tendency to run away? Or are you a total badass and want to fight? It's not always a good choice. But we also have what's known as freeze. You stop, like a deer in headlights, right? And there's a 4th one, it's called the fawn. And the fawn is all about pleasing others. Because when you please others, you don't necessarily please yourself. And that feels icky. So the other aspect of that nervous system is the parasympathetic division. And that controls rest and digestion. So for those of you that worry a lot and can't sleep, you got a duel going on the inside. You gotta sleep to heal. Sleep etiquette, very important, really important for recovery. Okay, so last 2 exercises. This next one is a banded bridge. No, not an abandoned bridge, a banded bridge. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna go sideline for you so you can see. Grab your band. I'm gonna get down on the ground. Okay, band around the knees. I should probably turn this a little bit. Okay. I'm giving you a little break here. Okay. All right, we're gonna go down on our backs. You're gonna drive your heels down, lift your bum up, drive your legs out. Pulse it for 10. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. If your butt starts to dip, bring it up. Good. 9, 10. Roll to one side. Get your ankles, glue them together. Drop down. You're gonna take that top knee, you're gonna lift it towards, for me it's the sky, the beautiful blue sky. All right, we're gonna go for 10 of these. Get it up. I want you to feel the burn in the butt. You wanna make sure you're not rotating or rocking. You gotta keep yourself core strong. Your core has to stay strong in order to do this. Feel the burn. Great. We're gonna go back into butt kicks. So the band then comes down, hook it around the ankle like that. All fours again. We're gonna kick it back. Okay, we're using the glute max here, the big muscle. We need that power. If you wanna walk properly, if you wanna run properly, if you want strength and power, that's your muscle. When that glute isn't firing, it tells all the way down the chain to do extra work, and that's how you get injured. Okay? Good. Back on your back. Here we go. Butt up. Lift it. Oops, sorry. Up, knees out. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7. This is really good for stability of the pelvis. We want to keep the pelvis strong. Great. Okay, drop to the other side. Same thing on the other side. This is your clam exercise. Okay, so between the knees. Okay, we're gonna lift. Keep your ankles glued together. We're gonna work this open like an opening of a clam, making sure that your trunk stays stable. You gotta engage your core to keep everything tight, and you're burning right here. Great, 2 more. Awesome. Great, flip it on your belly. Other side, if you just did the right to the left. So this is gonna go underneath the heel. Okay. We're gonna kick up and kick back. Here we go. Let's go for 10 of these. Thwarted a mosquito bite. God only knows. I had 16 on one leg, 15 on the other. When I worked out the other day, it wasn't pleasant. Great. Okay. Last round. Last thing. Jump rope time. And then we're gonna finish up with sit-ups and balance. Here we go. Okay. You tired, yeah? Yes, Shooty, I miss you, man. We should do a duet one of these days. All right, here we go. Okay. Let's go, people. Grab those ropes, come on. 2 minutes, this is your last go around. Okay, 2. I wish I could see you sweating. You better not be laying on that couch watching me work out, because that is totally not fair. I will hunt you down. I'll drag you off your couch. I'll make you do sit-ups with me. Better yet, I'll train you for a triathlon. How about that? Oh man, I miss racing. Don't talk about fight or flight. I have friends that throw up before races. And I do meditation before I race. It keeps me in a place of calmness. You know, I was a competitive swimmer in college, and swim happens to be the one piece of triathlon that I'm happiest doing, because it's my familiar place, it's my happy zone. When I'm underwater, I don't hear anything. I only hear thoughts in my head. And if I'm having a bad day, a bad month, a bad week, I can get in that water and, like I'm still in the womb, go to a space of clarity, and I feel very calm. And it's really interesting when you put yourself in a space of calm and then you go race. And at nationals last year, I almost drowned, but somebody swam over me. I couldn't catch my breath. It was really scary. But you know what, in my mind, I said, this is not how it's going down. Gathered myself together. I calmed my breath, because breath is the only thing that you have control over. You have no control of your destiny. You have no control over the past. It's already been done. You have control over now. And the only thing that connects you to now is your breath. So you got it. All right. Last thing, we're doing sit-ups. Here we go. We're going 10 front, 10 obliques, and then we're gonna turn into a Spider-Man. That's our last primal movement of the day. How are we doing on time? I'm going a little bit over, but again, this is my workout. You in my hut now. Okay, here we go. On the ground. Okay, so we're going 10, 10, 10. We're flipping onto our bellies in a plank position, and we're walking it, okay? Flat back. Oh, Siri keeps talking to me. She's like, let me know if I can help you. She can't help me right now. All right, here we go. Oh, set a timer for 2 minutes. Okay, here we go. Let's do it. I want you to breathe out on the way up. There's no sense in holding your breath. So for some of you that know me, you know I have a black belt in Taekwondo. And whenever we used to hit something or kick something, we always would kiap. And that's just an easy word for yell, right? When you hit something, you want to let breath out. All right, let's go obliques. You want to feel it on the side. These are simple, pretty easy. If your neck hurts, support, okay? You don't have to hurt. Okay, great, we're gonna flip it. We're gonna do our Spidey-Man walk. Here we go. I told you this deck is slippery. All right, here we go, flat back, one at a time. This is called moving plank. Need coordination, balance for this. Legs, trunk, glutes, arms. All right, good. Here we go, sit-ups. Use that breath. Give me 5 more. One, let's go, oblique. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. You got 6 more in you. 5, 6. Feel the burn. 7, 8, 9. Last one, people. Good job. Woo. Okay, to end this all, because you know everybody in group fit seems to end with abs, but you know what? No, we're actually ending with balance. You know, I did a TikTok video just recently, maybe I put it on even Instagram, about balance and coordination. Unfortunately, it's one of those things that goes when we get older. We rarely challenge our balance, especially in single leg stance, even though when we walk, when we run, we're always in single leg stance. So we're gonna do a balance drill. Shoes off. Okay, so in standing, we're gonna do what I call an 8-point toe touch. You're gonna shift your body weight to one side, and so the 8 directions are gonna go cross body, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, curtsy back, 7, okay? What was that, 8? Anyway, whatever, we'll figure it out. All right, cross the body, here we go. From here, hold it in this position. This leg is gonna be slightly bent. In this position, I want you to rotate your ankle in one direction. Just pick a direction, okay? We're gonna stand, we're gonna place it at 12 o'clock. Try to go the other direction. Remember in the beginning, I talked about tricking your brain. It's really important because your brain is always gonna perceive movement as threat. The more you do it, the less threat you have. Lift up to 1 o'clock. All right, point and flex, here we go. So we're gonna really reach through the toes, bring it up. Articulate the feet, we're always in shoes. We're rarely barefoot. Maybe in the summer we are, okay? Bring it up, 2 o'clock. From here, we're just gonna bend and straighten, bend and straighten. Keep your toes pointed in this direction, bend and straighten. If you start to wobble, that's okay, come out of it. Just go right back into it. Come up, 3 o'clock, okay? Right here, we're gonna do circles. Circles front. Holy cow, my ankle is burning on this side. Burning in a good way. Okay, up, down, 4 o'clock back, okay? From here, we're just gonna pulse it out. So you're gonna work on function, that hamstring, fire it up a little bit. We did a lot of work today in these legs. Forget about this if it's burning. Don't think about it, think about this side. Okay, down, 5 o'clock, we're gonna tap, tap, tap. Use your glute. Woo, already I'm starting to lose my balance. That's okay. All right, wow, I'm burning. Okay, from here, we're gonna lift up and we're gonna push it back. Lift up, push it back. These damn mosquitoes again. All right, last one, curtsy. Slide it behind you, okay? Woo, tap that toe. Tap, tap, tap. Ah! Okay, good. Oh. All right, here we go. Other side, this is it, we're done after this. All right, shift your body weight over, find your center of gravity, contract your abdominals, use your glutes. All of this is gonna keep your core stable. All right, so here we go. Slide it in the front. We're gonna do rotations in one direction. Now remember what I said to you the last time when we used our weights on opposite ends? One side might feel a little bit more stable, the other one might feel a little weaker. We all have dominant legs. What do you stand with? What do you kick with? All right, here we go. Front, point and flex, point and flex. To 12 o'clock. Good. Okay, to 1 o'clock. Let's do circles here. Try and see if you can keep stable on your standing leg. Okay, in and out. 2 o'clock. Circles in the opposite direction. Ooh, I'm starting to burn right there. Okay, bend. 3 o'clock. Let's do some toe touches here. Remember, shifting that center of gravity. I'm gonna be in alignment over that standing leg, not bent all the way over. Okay, 4 o'clock, let's go for hamstring curls here. I feel this right in my glute med, the outer glute. Okay, back to 5 o'clock. Let's go with just pulses. So we're doing mini squats on that standing leg. Okay, straight back. We're doing point and flex again. So dorsiflexion, plantar flexion. Good. Last one, we're curtsying. See if you could drive it behind you. Hold it here. Hold it, hold it, hold it. I'm burning. All right. See if you can do mini squat. Ooh, good. All right, shake it out. All right, y'all. Thank you for joining in my crazy workout. So hit me up with a DM if you liked it. Maybe I'll do another. But thank you so much for joining. I enjoyed it. I'm sweating. A million mosquito bites, but it's totally worth it. Go enjoy your day. Much love. Ciao.